Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Welcome to the departmental orientation of fall 2022. A few rules for the housekeeping. Please keep your mic on silent. And there will be a session for your respected HOD for question and answers, followed by your questions will be raised and you can be answered. Over to Dr. Nisar, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalatu wassalam ala rasulil kareem wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilma. I welcome you all in this session, and it is actually our first session with you. When we look into the start of the semester, right? And we have just started our semester, and we are now in the second week of semester. So every semester we do an orientation session for the students who are new to the IOU, right? And this orientation session is conducted department-wise. So today it is Sunday, 11th of September, right? And it is the time for the orientation session for the Department of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance. And if you see the Department of Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance, it has been started in year 2014 by IOU. And since then it has gone through different changes and developments. And Alhamdulillah, we have completed our 7 years as a department. And if you see recently, this Department of Islamic Economics and Banking and Finance. So recently, one of its programs, main programs, that is BSc, what we are offering at present, it was accredited by the NACA in Gambia, and we are in the accreditation process in other countries in Africa and other parts of the world, inshallah. And at present, we are offering only this BSc Islamic Economics, Banking and Finance, and we have the associate degree in the same, certificate degree in the same, and we have submitted our curriculum for the master's degree to be launched, and it will be launched soon, inshallah. And if you see, this orientation session is for the students who are enrolled in our BSc program and in certificate and associate degree program. And I will just give you the brief about what the department consists of. So department consists of around 5 faculties who are with you through this virtual campus, plus we have the number of instructors, so who are actually indirectly connected with the department and who are actually with sound background of Islamic Banking and Finance, and they have recorded the modules for the program. So by now you must have received the access to your respective dashboards, or we can say course pages in which you are enrolled, and you must have checked about the different sections on each and every course page in which you are enrolled. So the last week, right, every teacher in the respective course, they have given you the welcome message, and in which they have actually shared their email contacts, and they have actually given you this the timing to reach them, right? So that is one of the important aspects of what you must maintain. So you have to check the timing of the teacher, right, on each course page. So at what time the teacher has given his availability on the course page. plus the communication with the teachers, right? So we have two main ways of communication. One is the Ask Teacher forum. So whenever you have any doubts, any queries, questions related to any of the topics what you are studying for a week, so you can ask the questions anytime you want through the Ask Teacher form, and the respective teacher will reply to your questions and queries within one day, or 20, we can say 24 hours, right? And if you see this communication on through the Ask Teacher forum, it is a most effective way of communication, and we give priority to this way of communication with the students, because once it is actually every day a teacher is logging into the campus and he will be looking for the question in forums, he will or she will reply as per the IOU rules that within 24 hours. Plus, the same will be actually saved in the form for other students to use, right? So sometimes the students might have the same question and it's already asked in the forum and teacher has replied to the question and it remains there in records for full semester, right? So this is, so I will encourage all the students who are here enrolled in our programs, right? So they should ask the questions first through the emails, so through the forums, right? And sometimes whatever the reasons are, you may try to make the questions in the email. So there could be some reasons, right? So you may not be able to share your position in the forum. So in that case, you can ask into the email and teachers will reply in the email. And the phone call and WhatsApp call, it is a lost option, right? So if the teacher is not addressing your question, queries, doubts through the forum and the email, right? So of course, every teacher has given their phone numbers on their course pages, but for the official record keeping, so I encourage each and every student here to ask the questions first through the forum, then you can use the email, and last option should be the phone, right? And if we see, so this was regarding to the communication. Second is regarding how we study at IOU. And if we see, brother, one is actually waiting for the admission to this in the session. So can you allow him?
Yeah, I'm allowing as soon as anybody knocks.
Okay, great. So when we see the study methods, right? So each module, right? So previously it was course. Now when we have accredited programs, it is the module. So each module has a syllabus copy uploaded on the course page. And in the syllabus, you can find the syllabus in the units. So in some courses, the syllabus is in 5 units. In some courses, it will be 7 units, right? So there is not any definite number of the units in a syllabus, but each and every module is covered in 30 recorded lectures, right? So which are available on the course page with the lecture notes plus the recommended texts, right? So the proper way to study is you have to go through 2 lectures every week, watch their recordings and read the prescribed material, what is for them, then attempt the tests and then move on, right? So sometimes students do, so they try to study more than 2. Sometimes students study 4, 5, 6, 7 course lectures in a single week, so which leads them to the misconceptions. They miss many things. They do not read properly the prescribed texts, and they end up with failing in exams, right? So the better way is to plan your study 2 lectures every week, right? And so that way you can proceed. And the first thing you have to do is to watch the lectures, recorded lectures, then read the prescribed material for the lectures, right? So with that, you will be able to successfully complete all the tests, and you will be able to successfully appear in the exams, right? And if you see, apart from this, the two lectures, so you can ask the questions to the teachers, right, wherever you have doubts, queries, and you can also come into the live sessions, right? So time to time, we have the different live sessions, right? Weekly live sessions, monthly live sessions, or we have some revision sessions. So announcements for the same will be there on each and every course page. So you can join the sessions, right? So this is how you study. And if we see the 30 lectures, we cover the syllabus in 30 lectures. And after 15 lectures, we have an exam, what we call midterm exam. So if for the accredited modules, so it is based on MCQs plus open-ended questions, all right? And when you complete the exam, then you can study next 16 lectures, and you can read the material for them, and you appear in the final exam towards the end of this semester, right? And the same exam will be there, the open-ended questions and MCQs in the final exam also. And in between, there is one assignment. So the which will be uploaded soon on the course page, the assignment questions, and you have to submit those assignments as per the deadlines which will be given in on the course page. And for each and everything, midterm exam, final exam, and at the assignment, so there is a proper timetable you have to follow, right? So sometimes students end up with the late submissions, and they request later that they had some problem, they could not submit, right? So each and everything should be communicated to the teacher in well advance. So putting the reason on last day, that will not be accepted, right? So this is what you have to take care. And important thing in assignment is the plagiarism, right? So many students fail in the assignments because of the plagiarism. So please read carefully what is the policy of plagiarism at IIU. So we do not accept the plagiarism. And if it is more than 50% in a document, so we give 0 straightforward to the assignment. And if it is less than 50%, right, so we deduct marks as per the percentage. So the acceptable range may be 20 to 30%, right? So beyond 30%, there will be impact on your grades, right? So this is what you have to keep in your mind well in advance. So this is all about so how we study at IIU, and it is actually the procedure for all courses what we have at IIU, right? And there is actually a proper calendar, the academic calendar, when you have to study and when you have to appear into exams, and it is available on each and every course page. So please go through the calendar well in advance, and so you will come to know, right, the proper ways to complete your courses effectively, right? So I think this is sufficient for this session to share with you, right? So the rest you will come to know time to time, right? So when you spend some more weeks on the virtual campus, right? So you log in your courses and you go through the different announcements what are there. And one important form, apart from the announcements and ask teacher form, so there is one important forum, that is technical feedback forum. So in which if you find anything, for example, you are not able to interpret the test, and you see any technical fault, right? So you can report in that forum, and our team will be there to you with the technical aspects on the course page. And also there is a student discussion forum in which you can socialize yourself with other student fellows, and you can share ideas on regarding the courses, what regarding the topics what are covered in the course, right? So I request and encourage each and every student to participate in that forum, but do not discuss anything which is not relevant to the course page, right? So this is what is all about the courses which we have on the virtual campus, right? So please do maintain a distance, right? Do not share your personal contacts in the forums, right? And there should be the strict so there is the strict rule regarding right, so mixing up of males and females, right? So please do not share up your contacts in the forums, right, unnecessary. So there could be a girls group or a boys group, but we cannot have a common group, right? So in which everyone will have access to the personal contacts, personal details of students, right? So this is what I wish to mention here this orientation session. So I hope it is clear. And anytime if you feel any difficulty, you can reach to the respective teacher, or if he or she is not able to address your concerns, questions, doubts, right? So you can reach to me as head of the department, right? So now I will open the floor for any questions if there are.
Students, you can unmute yourself. I have allowed in the settings, so you can unmute yourself by raising your hand and ask any questions either in the chat or on a voice.
Okay. So Ibrahim Farouki is there. The first hand is raised, right? So you can ask your question, please.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Sir,
I had a question with regards to the course. I opened up one of the courses in the program, Principles of Economics, and there are a number of modules that are that it says not available. So for me right now on the dashboard, I can only see Principles of Economics till Unit 5, and I cannot see that nothing beyond Unit 5 is available.
Yes, actually, this Principles of Economics, right? It is actually the recently recorded module, and we are uploading the lectures, right? Because I mentioned it earlier that you have to study 2 lectures every week, right? So it is actually the material is for the 2 weeks is uploaded there, and when you come into the 3rd week, so the material will be already there, inshallah, right?
Inshallah, tayyib. Barakallah fikum.
Okay, so we will have 30 lectures in total, right? And we are simultaneously uploading the lectures.
All right, sir. Thank you. That answers my question. Barakallah.
Okay, exactly like it. Any more questions?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
I'm called Isa. I'm also in the same course, semester 1. My question is, I registered for the fast tracking course. So I'm wondering if there is speciality for such, or I have just to follow the courses, whatever is on my dashboard. Thank you very much.
I didn't get your question.
My question is, I registered for the fast tracking course. Yes. So should I just follow the dashboard, or should I just go through all the courses in a rush? Like, who's supposed to guide me through this whole course, so that I keep within the timelines of the fast course, of the speedy course? I've forgotten the right name, technical name you use in the application format. But when it comes to payment, we pay for the fast course, the course where it goes faster than, yeah, I hope, am I clear now, Doctor?
So actually, I didn't get your question again.
Okay, can I please?
Yes.
Okay, brother here. The brother is asking about the accelerated mode of study where you can take up to 8 courses. That's what he means. So, brother, can I just inform you that you can take up to 8 courses in an accelerated mode of study? But ideally, if this is your first semester, we normally advise you to pick up like the maximum 4 to 6 courses if you want to pick up, and see how you adjust yourself to the online studies. And once you do that, then you can move around, going on to the accelerated mode of study, because you need to get used to this mode of studies first of all. And once you are familiar with all of the procedures and you're well settled, then we advise that you can take on the accelerated mode. However, you can still, if you wish to choose to take on the accelerated mode of study, you can still choose to do so by sending a query to the help desk, and you'll have to pay a couple of courses for a couple of more courses. So just raise a query for the help desk, ideally, if you want to do it now. Jazakallahu khair.
Jazakallah khair, brother. Okay, any more questions?
Can I ask my question now, myself?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Question.
Thank you so much, Jazakallah khair. Regarding the accelerated program, I've asked the IAU, what do you say, help desk. They said the accelerated program is not available for IEBF. So can you please can you update?
Yeah, then whatever the help desk has conveyed to you, that is the correct information, the most accurate, because some of the programs are accredited programs, so they have a limit of courses. So whatever has been conveyed to you has been correctly done. So
Okay, thank you so much, Jazakallah khair.
Okay, any more questions?
all right, if we do not have any more questions, then we can wind up over here. We can finish today's session. So سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Thank you for joining.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you.